Hello, students. How are you all? I hope everyone is fine and doing well. Now, last class we have started the chapter The Aunt and Amabel, where we found that Amabel went to her aunt's place and she has nothing to do when she entered once into her aunt's room, and she found that there was a book covered with red velvet, and on top of it was embroidered with yellow silk written letters ABC. She thought that it might be a alphabet book, but still she opened it and she saw many places named there at the time of trains leaving and there, and it also given where the station is. So she went to that place and she was immediately on the station, and in front of her there was a train, and it was a magical train and magical place. And the train was entirely made of crystal. The cushions were also of white satin. Then there were little buttons where it was written what you want to eat, what you want to drink, what you want to read, all this in silver letters, and it's all electronic. So let's go through page 25 today. Amabel pressed all the buttons at once, and instantly she saw on the cushion by her side a silver tray with vanilla ice, boiled egg, boiled chicken, and white sauce, almonds, peppermint, cream, and mashed potato, and a tall glass of lemonade. Beside the tray was a book, and just as Amila finished the last spoonful of ice and reached the last full stop of the book, the train stopped, and hundreds of railway officials in white velvet shouted, "Where do you want to go? Get off here!" A smiling porter opened the door. "Now," he said, "come on out, Miss Amabel, unless you want to go to where you don't want to go to." She hurried out onto the platform and saw ahead of her a crowd. "What's all that?" she asked the friendly porter. "It's the mayor, dear Miss Amabel," he said. The mayor bowed low to her and said, "Welcome, dear Amabel. We know you meant to please your aunt. It's not your fault that you didn't know you should ask permission before you touch other people's things." "Oh, but," said Amabel, quite confused. "I did." But the band started to play and drowned her words. The instruments of the band were all of silver, and the bandsman's clothes of white leather. There was a flower show and a concert. There was also a grand dinner with thousands of guests in Amabel's honor. Soon the shout went up, "Speech, speech." Amabel began. "Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to make a speech. I just want to say thank you and to say. She stopped and a happy crowd cheered. "To say," she went on as the cheers died down, "and I should have thought, but I did want to please Auntie. It's all so mixed. So I wish Auntie was here." And instantly Auntie was there, very tall and quite nice looking in a very elegant dress. "Speech!" cried the crowd. "Speech from Auntie." Auntie stood beside Amabel and said, "I think perhaps I was hasty, and I think Amabel meant to please me. But those flowers were meant for the winter. Well, I was annoyed. I'm sorry." "Oh, Auntie, so am I," cried Amabel. So Amabel pressed all the buttons on the train, and immediately lots of foods appeared in front of her. A book also appeared. When she finished the last spoon of her food and the last full stop of her book, the train immediately stopped, and there were hundreds of railway officials in white velvet who were shouting, "Where you want to go? Get off here!" Then the same porter came, opened the door. He was smiling and he said that, "Please come out, Miss Amabel, unless you want to go to a place where you don't want to go." She hurried out and she saw in front of her there was a crowd. She said, "What is all this?" Then he said that it's the mayor, the person who is elected as head of the city or town and is responsible for its government. The mayor bowed low before Amabel and he said that, "I know that you wanted to please your auntie, so you plucked the flowers, but you should ask permission before taking someone's things." She said she was about to say something, but just at that moment there was a band who started to play music, and her words were drowned in the sound of the instruments. Then there was a flower concert, flower show concert. There was also a grand dinner. Thousands of guests were there in Amabel's honor. And then they all suddenly shouted, "Speech, speech." They wanted to hear a speech from Amabel. Amabel said that, "Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to make any speech. I just want to say thank you." And to say, she was about to say something, but suddenly she stopped and the happy crowd cheered again. She said that, "I want that I maybe Auntie, I wanted to please Auntie, but it was all a mixture, and I wish Auntie is also here." Just at that moment, she saw that her aunt was standing there with a not tall, who was very tall and quite nice looking in a very elegant dress. Again, the crowd shouted, "Speech from the auntie." The auntie stood beside Amabel and said that, "I think I was very, hasty moment, and I made a decision very quickly. The flowers were definitely for winter, and I was annoyed when Amabel plucked it. But she wanted them to please me. So I'm sorry, Amabel," she said. And then Amabel also said sorry to her aunt, and both of them cried. And the two, page 26, hugged each other on the ivory step while the crowd cheered. And when it grew late and the stars were out, Amabel fell asleep in her aunt's arms beside a fountain on a marble terrace where white peacocks came to drink. She awoke on a big bed with her aunt's arms still around her. "Amabel," she was saying, "Amabel." "Oh, Auntie," said Amabel sleepily, "I'm so sorry, but I did mean to please you." "I'm sure you meant to please me. Now come down to supper," said her aunt and smiled. Amabel looked around for the magical book, but it was nowhere. So both of them hugged each other and the crowd cheered very happily. So when it grew late, the stars were also there on the sky. Amabel, she fell asleep on her aunt's arms beside a fountain which was made of marble, and where white peacocks used to come and drink water. Then she woke up in a big bed with her aunt still holding her around her arms, and she was calling Amabel, Amabel. So she opened her eyes sleepily and said that, "Auntie, I'm so sorry, I just meant to please you." And then she said that, "Yes, I know that you only meant to please me, but now come down to have supper." And her aunt smiled. Then Amabel looked down for the magical book, but she didn't find it anywhere. So that was the story. I hope everything is clear for you all. If you have any doubt, you can clarify it in the evening session. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.